Greetings and salutations, welcome back to another GuruMatt's streams. Today we are having another Super Sunday Super Show where I play the Escapist 2 maps suggested by you, the audience, the viewers, the people that subscribe to my channel, and that is also why I'm wearing the lovely hat from Christmas still, because we are in a celebratory mood. We have hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm excited, I'm happy, I can't believe that happened. And of course I want to celebrate it with you guys, but I still haven't figured out how exactly to do so. So hopefully look forward to that sometime in the future. So today, Magma Flares is correct. I am going to be actually playing his map as the first map in this map pack. Mount Graf. The icebergs are shifting, but Mount Graf looms tall. Covered in white, the helicopter waits like an ornament at the top of the Christmas tree. Hey there, Multi-Cheesy. Hey there, Dig Your Dirt. Hey there, Snivy Films. Hey there, Coop K. It's good to see you guys around, man. Good to have you. Alright, so I did forget to change the play mode from local to private, but I'll be doing that in a moment. I'm excited. Another map pack? Like, it's like kind of a map pack, but it's also like, I like playing your guys' maps. Like, you guys have great creativity, you've got great enthusiasm for this game still, and it's still amazing me. Alright, so first off, I do enjoy the map that says, okay, you're all in a prison together and you all get to hang out in the same place. Oh, hello, Casey. Where are you, Casey? There you are, Casey. Alright, so it is roll call, and that's why I kind of tend to wait. Before inviting people in until after roll call is over. Navy says, I woke up ridiculously early today, expecting a stream at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I actually did stream an hour later than normal, and I don't know if that's like something I should be doing normally. Like maybe an hour later is better, or maybe he just was expecting a stream that I was getting streamed very early this morning and didn't. Which I did think like maybe I would get up early and be like, hey, maybe I want to stream, and it's like, no, that did not happen. So, like, we've got some really good stuff at the beginning. I love my tub of bleach. I love my duct tape. I don't mind getting extras. The super slimy, sloopy, soapy, salty, shaggy, serious, shaggy Scooby-Doo's slow Saturday and Sunday Super Show. I had to say something. Well, that's fair. And like I do like the SSSS, this, and then I translated either to the Super Sunday Super Show or the Super Saturday Super Show, because both start with the letter S. It's pretty easy to do. Invite. Oh no, you're sorry. I just looked at profile. Invite. Melted Cheesy asks, how's life? It's been doing pretty good for me. I'm enjoying things on my end. Oh yeah, that's how far I have to go into check-in. Alright, let's go ahead and check out where exactly is this helicopter that we've been promised. It should be somewhere up here. I don't know where. I don't know how. Oh, there it is. And the Magma Flares has been a person that has been known for his maps where it looks like you should be able to exit, and then it's like, nope, sorry, it's actually not an exit. It is in fact a trick. And he'll put boxes in front of it or trees or whatnot, and you're just like, no, I've been tricked by Magma Flares. Alright, so I would like to get to job time, but I don't know where exactly it is. I'm not getting any helpful arrows, or at least any that I can see. Magma does say that there's no boxes this time. He promises. Let's see. Luke McThingface says, I love you too, Luke McThingface. I just didn't want to be the first person to say it. He said no boxes this time, but then he has this, like, the evil face. Let's see. Get pranked. Can you rename this to the Super Mario Super Show? That's kind of where I slightly drew inspiration from. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember, but back in the day, there was actually a Super Mario Brothers Super Show that was, ooh, a water putty? Sure, I'll go for that. That was basically literally promoting the video game Mario Brothers. It wasn't really trying to do much else. And then they had like a spin-off for The Legend of Zelda, both of which were pretty poorly done, I guess. Like, they had some live action involved, but you know, as a kid, you were watching that and go, "Wow, this is awesome! I can't believe they have a video game TV show." Melted Cheese says, "By the way, Guru, late Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well. I had a wonderful time here in Japan. One of the things is, one of the local gals loves to have English lessons, kind of / get-togethers where people have an opportunity to speak English, maybe learn some things they wouldn't normally learn. And so we actually had like a little Valentine's get-together, which was a lot of fun." Snivy says, "I remember the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I have a DVD of some." Oh, that's awesome. All right. Basically, literally, speech 100 is what Kuke is saying. Well, she says, "Nice. Who has your animatronics? I can't have Foxy though. My current high score is 6K. Oh, they're talking about, I think, Five Nights at Freddy's, a game that has launched a couple of YouTubers' careers, or at least made them vastly more popular than they normally would have been otherwise. And that's one of the games that I'm like unsure of ever playing myself. Like, I am a scaredy cat. I'm like a scaredy boy, and so if people are like, "You should play horror games and react to them," I'm like, yeah, but mostly you would just see me walking away from the computer going, "That's too scary. That's just too scary." No, I kid. I'd probably play to the end, but not be very good at it. But you know, I think that's how everyone starts off, not very good at stuff. Oh, you can do it, Guru. Thanks for the encouragement. Alright, so actually I like making a water putty. I don't know if we'll need it in the future, but I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. Yeah, let's just keep the water putty down here. You know, just as a backup. Maybe I'll need it, maybe I won't. Snivy says, "I would like to see Guru run away from his computer yelling, 'It's too scary.'" You know, that would like literally be my thing. I'd be like, "It's too scary." Like, throw the headphones on the ground, be like, "No." Oh, so Magma Flare is asking in the game, "What's your plan for escaping?" I was like, I was gonna follow your plan for escaping. I don't know how to escape your prison. What do you do? I think you have to go through a wall at some point. Now let's go ahead and throw this on the ground as well. Yeah. Get our ground nice and full of things that are not contraband. It's one of those things I always tell people. Throw things you don't need on the ground. Alright, timber, wire. Okay, I can get those things. Hey, Matt the Weeb. Good to see you, man. Not as much is up with me. Red key and something to go through a wall. Yeah, I think you're correct, Snivy. Hey there, Caden Porter. Good to see you around. Hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, yeah, Kuke. I actually have seen other people play that map or that game, Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. It is cute unless it's not. You're absolutely correct in that assessment. So basically, my plan has been to get at least my intellect up, which I am in the wrong area to do that. Or grapple hook, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know, like if I could find some red keys in a guard desk maybe, that would be optimal, but not looking well. I think it's more fun to do the grappling hook, but if you want to do keys, then sure. Like, I'm willing to do anything, I just don't, like, the biggest thing of having other people around, and I do have a length of rope and a duct tape already, is just getting enough materials for everyone to escape isn't always a good idea. Or at least not very easy to do. And Matt says it's almost good. It's hard to believe it's almost been a year since editor content. Yeah, I agree. It's been crazy. Guru Get Smart. Yep, that is exactly what we're doing. Caden says, wow, I just realized your fantastic beard, GuruMatt. Thank you, thank you. I do try to like grow it out when I can, and I'm supposed to like keep it shaved for my Japanese school systems, but like I feel like having a wilder beard is like more authentic to the, you know, you have a foreigner working for you. Check out the wild beard. Ah, and I can't go through that way because that is a place I cannot go. So let's just go ahead and drop this quest. I think the other item was picked up by a guard looking for something, or, you know, it's just not worth it. Anyway. Alright, so Magma Flares is getting money. Officer Eccles, I don't want you to deal with Magma Flares just yet. Oh, and there's no snipers on the map, because I am not getting shot at the moment. So that is a good thing to know. Delta GC says, Guru, I dare you to grow the forest beard? I don't know. Oh, and actually, Magma Flare says, nope, it's all indoor tiles. That's why I wasn't getting shot. Oh, that makes more sense. Alright. And yes, Matt, okay, so Matt is talking about, there is someone who has been making edited Escapist 2 maps, where he actually imports different tile sets himself and makes those maps. So he's actually made like a Christmas or a snow themed map, and he's also made an edited jungle map recently. And I've been wanting to play those maps, but I need to download the tile sets first, which is something that I'm looking forward to doing in the future, but not something I'm doing right now. And I need to figure out where to go. Hey there, Amy. Good to see you. Ow. Why do you hate me so much? It's not like I don't remember where to go or anything. There we go. Yeah, I haven't seen you in ages, but it's good to see you around. If you do play them, make sure to back up the files mentioned in the description. Yeah, that's also why I've been hesitant to try and play these things, because it's like, I'm messing with the game files, and I don't know what's changing. And anyway, it's something I want to do not just before a stream, but during like something longer. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry, please talk to me and yell at me. Tell me what I did wrong. Let's see, I have to do that too, but I don't want to go through all this stuff just to play the prison map. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like all that stuff, but then it's all new stuff. So if you're craving for something new and the Escapist 2 people have not brought it to you, that's your only option. Okay, so do you want me to make you a uniform? I can do that. Magma Flares. No, I want you to have the victory medal. Thank you, I appreciate it. Alright. So anyway, what we gotta do is we gotta figure out what we gotta do. Basically, we gotta escape, and grappling hook's probably our best bet for now. And then, of course, something to go through the wall. Melted Cheesy says, I hate how Steam doesn't allow gifting to people that are in a different country. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Alright, so, like, we got a great start. I've been saying, well, like, basically all we really need to do for the grappling hook is finish getting my intellect up to 70, and then just get 2 crowbars, which isn't that big of a deal. I believe, yeah, there's some bookcases down here. I haven't also talked very much about how much I love Magma Flare's attention to detail. Like, I like these little, like, backwards, they're not backwards, but they're, you know, little, passageways. Where it's like, it rewards you if you have a cyan key, and you're like, oh, I have a cyan key, I can now go to these different locations. And I think that's very important in game design and level design, where you allow your players freedom to express like, all right, so I'm gonna work really hard to get this particular item, and now it's gonna benefit me in this very tangible way. Like, I know it doesn't really go anywhere, but it's like, it still gives you options. If you wanted to put stuff over here, I guess that'd be a good idea. Mythical Fanboy says, hey Guru, I love your videos. Thanks, man. And I love you on the Twitch side of things. Thank you very much for your support. Yeah, I know, like, that's a big thing. The devs have said they're not working on the editor. They're probably working on more maps, if they're working on anything at all for the Escapists 2. Like, I recently read an article where they talked about interviewing the devs, and they said that they were working on stuff. They didn't really specify what that stuff was. Just that, like, they had still planned for more things for the Escapists 2. Or at least the Escapists in general in 2019. I don't know. Like, I've been saying for a while now, one of their best bets is probably to make something like The Walking Dead that they did for the Escapist 1, where they used the Escapist 2, like, game file type to make a whole nother game. But I don't know if that's what they're doing, or they're planning on doing more maps, or what. Well, Cheesy says, Guru, I have a question. What's your favorite subject? Mine's math sometimes, and especially history. History is good. That's a very good question. Like, I really like my history. I mean, I'm a psychology major. I actually graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology. So that is kind of like my bread and butter when it comes to the higher elements of school. And I actually found out that I really enjoy psychology. What, Casey? Was I sleeping in your bed, Casey? I apologize. I thought I was sleeping in my own bed. Anyway, so I actually really love psychology, and if you like want to get into like, what's my favorite subject, I guess I could have to say psychology, just because it's kind of my like go-to. Yeah, I really like it, and I'd love to study more of it. But in like the regular fields, history is a good second. I think history is a phenomenal. Especially when you look at it with a psychological lens. And I do this with a lot of things where you're like, look at history or you look at civilization and you're like, what went into that? How did these things happen? What did people think about? Why did they think these things, you know? And it goes into like more detail where people are like, people have been people all throughout history. And they've reacted the same way any people would in any point in time. They had maybe different things that they could draw from, and maybe different stuff that happened to them. And hey, Mythical Fanboy, you're now following on Twitch. Awesome, thanks. Angry West Test says, GuruMatt's favorite subject is escape, artistics, trickery. You're not that wrong. And Magma Flares, I have 1 duct tape and 1 rope, which is all I need for my own grappling hook, but unfortunately, I don't have enough for you. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I stole from someone's desk. You're mad at me. I understand. I had to keep you honest. Anyway. Yes, English is good too. And Mythical Fanboy says if you get on Twitch, you instantly get in the top chat. On YouTube, you don't always. Well, yeah. I think like it depends on where, like, because some people says Twitch works better for them. Sometimes it's better. I'm scrolling back up. Guru, do you have a question? Alright, so probably working on other stuff in maps for the mobile. Yeah, like they have been pushing out different editions for different consoles and mobile versions and all that jazz for good reason, because it makes them more money. And that's really why you have a video game company. It's not just to come out with games that are interesting and fun. It's really to make money. So if that's like the path to more money for them, like more power to them. Take care, Caden Porter. Melts Cheesy says, we have a very interesting history. I memorized actually our 1st to 10th president. That is not something I've ever done. That sounds cool. Like, I don't know. Like that sort of stuff is like, I am very interested in doing history and or learning about it. Let me memorize who have driven this country at the very beginning. Like, I barely remember much of Washington's history, which is, I think, something a lot of people should study. Like, in detail, not like the stuff that you just get from whatever is going on inside of a history textbook. Like, you really dig deep, and like the history textbooks, by necessity, have to really only hit like the high notes. And then if you really want to like dig into what a character, like what kind of person they really were, you gotta kind of go deep. And so I guess I keep looking for quests, beat down this guy. It's fair. Alright, anyway. And so, like, I was talking a little bit about George Washington earlier. Like, George Washington was from Virginia. Like, the state, right? And so, one of his very early interesting experiences was with the Virginian militia. And so, like, when it came time to, like, be a part of the army, he had experience. And so it's interesting to read about that. I love that stuff. I like reading about that things and just being like, okay, this is where the actual past happened. Okay, so I did find myself a crowbar. I don't mind beating up a person as long as I don't get caught. Especially if their name is Casey. Even though he's crying for his mom. But yeah. Now the tricky part is getting this crowbar to where I want to go. Snivy says, is this why Guru teaches an English class? Like, partly I teach it because that was what was offered to me. People were like, hey, we want you to come to Japan. I was like, great, what do I have to do? And they're like, oh, you have to teach English. And I'd be like, okay, I'll do that. Okay, we got what I needed in there. Ow. Whoops. Alright, he's down. Now we need... I don't think we need anything that way, but anyway. So yeah. I came to Japan because I wanted to, and the easiest way to get here was get a job teaching English. Thank you for knocking me out. I'm sorry. I made you mad. Oh, Melted Cheesy is talking about what? I don't know what country you're talking about, Melted Cheesy. See, 3 countries captured us. Spain, 333 years. That's a lot. America and Japan. It was interesting to learn how we got the influences we have on our country now. Oh. Probably got a lot of Spanish culture to you then. I know that's where a lot of British culture came from, was because they were captured by France for a while there. And so a lot of the words are Frenchy. So Guru, what's the difference between philosophy and psychology? I don't know, like, I took a philosophy class and I was kind of weirded out. I don't know if that's a correct term, but it's how I felt. It was like more along the lines of like, I don't know. It's really hard to describe what a philosophy class goes through. Psychology deals with how we think, what we think about, why we think about these things. Philosophy is like, what should we be thinking about? and like, I never got that. I was like, well, you should be thinking about things that are important to you. And it changes from person to person. See, in Guru's class, welcome to class. This is how you escape prison. Yeah, Matt is correct. Philosophy is the kind of questioning on why things exist. Psychology is the study of the brain and how people feel and think. It doesn't necessarily say what you should feel and think. It just is like, this is what goes into it. This is what happens. This is why we do it sometimes. Like, one of my favorite things about psychology that I learned is just the little details that influence us. And it can be so minute as whether or not someone's hand is warm or cold when we're introduced to them. So if you were introduced, and this is like obviously a study that people have done that not necessarily reflect every person's experience, but they took a bunch of people and they introduced the same guy, exact same guy, with one half of them being introduced with his hand being like chilled by something, like a soft drink or whatever, or at least clammy or cold. And the other half, he had like a cup of coffee in his hand right before he introduced them, and then shook their hand. And like, by and large, the people that had the warm handshake, like, viewed the guy more favorably on the first impression than the people that had the cold, clammy handshake. And that stuff is interesting. That's fascinating. And I think it's like, people go, oh, we're so easily manipulated. I'm like, well, no, we're so easily... Thank you for the crowbar. I only needed one, but anyway. So they're like, well, we're so easily manipulated into all these various things. And I'm like, well, no. Probably by prior experiences, we've learned that people that have cold, clammy handshakes aren't nice people. Or at least, you know, something's going on that we need to be worried about. Not necessarily that they're bad or anything, but, you know, just that, okay, here be dragons, be careful. Oh, there we go. You got the duct tape on hand. And so, like, it's one of those things where it's like, right, on one hand, you have people that are like, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, which is absolutely true, and there's certain tricks that you need to be aware of that are like, okay, because this happened doesn't necessarily mean bad person, it just means thing. But then there's other things that are like, well, maybe there's reasons why we view certain things certain ways. And I would really like to find an iron bar or an extra crowbar so we can go through that wall. Do you, Magma Flares, do you have the extra bar? Okay, you have a crowbar. Great, let's go. We're out. We are, you know what, let's go ahead and get my guard uniform arm. Let's grab our duct tape of justice. Not our duct tape, our, there we go. There we go. My bottle of milk for victory milk. Stickman Gamer says, hi Mattis, you did that name shenanigans again. You're absolutely right. I love that, like, the name shenanigan things. Oh, and that's actually a really cool little path that he created, so they can get up and over without having to worry about the stuff and things. Alright, we climb together as one, as brothers. Today is the day we shall escape from these crimes, from the criminals that have caught us. I don't know that kind of accent I'm doing, but it's a terrible one, and I probably should stop sometime. Oh, we never needed the crowbar. We can just walk towards freedom. Yes! And there you have it, Mount Graph. A mountain climbed with brothers and a grappling hook. That's really all you need. I guess you can get a key, a red key, and then the crowbar, but if you just have a grappling hook, that's all you need to escape. Austrian GuruMatt, yes. That is kind of what I was going for. A little bit more of a Arnold Schwarzenegger vibe. I see cough cough. Yeah, Mythical Fanboy says, Old English, see Anglo, comma, ish one. The word originally denoted the early Germanic settlers of Britain, Angles, Saxon, and Jutes, or their languages now called Old English. That's actually pretty cool to know. Snivy Film says, I would like to see a battleship named Mount Greenwolf Battleship. That would be cool. And Magma Flares with the red key also need to pass the mealtime with the contraband pouch. That is a good point. That is a very good point. Alright, but we got our first prison done. Now onto the Greenwolf part of the Mount Greenwolf Battleship. After several years of failure, Charlie decides to build his own prison by hand. No help, no machines, and it didn't work out too well. But he is furious. Escape this prison if you dare, for this prison is going to be a toughie. See, last time London Stealth Farm training, this time Mount Greenwolf Battleship. Yeah. And I don't even know if maybe I'll be adding more names to the end of this, because maybe I'll find out that one of these is just a simple key rush and I can add on another prison to the end of the stream, but I don't know. Like, I try to guesstimate the number of prisons I can get through. In fact, the last time I went around, that was a lucky guess on my end, because it turned out that 2 of the prisons were pretty easy. All right, but yeah, everyone starts off somewhere, and there is a it looks to be a pretty nice looking not aircraft, a pretty nice looking whatchamacallit you got there. Anyway, looks like all we need to really do is maybe just get the grappling hook again and get up there. Helicopter, there's the word I was looking for in my brain. Painting. And Mythical Fanboy says, why are you still wearing this? Okay, so I'll be honest, I'm celebrating, but I'm also hiding a little bit of like bedhead, where I'm just like, I could like comb this really well, or I could just put on a hat. And I chose the latter. So we're celebrating the fact that I don't have to not wear a hat. Anyway, so let's look around. Oh, like, this looks like we should just be able to go through like 2 walls and hit the exit. Or maybe just 1 wall? Okay, yeah, it looks like 2 walls are good. I'm willing to take that. Alright, so first things first, we're going to be wanting to get some cash together. We're on normal mode. So we'll probably talk to some people and say, hey, I'm willing to put a rat in a desk if it gets me some cash. Yeah, and you're right. It was a long run to the showers for early in the morning. Like, first thing in the morning, you got to go take a shower. Congratulations. Oh, thanks for the thought, Mythical Fanboy. I appreciate it. Alright, so let's see. Jordan's desk. I'm planting a dead rat. I have discredited you. I am sorry. But it is something I need to do in order to make more money. But how do I get upstairs? Okay, this way. That works. Oh, this is kind of neat. It's unfortunate I can't get to the cellar just yet, and that was a very interesting. We're gonna make you wake up in the middle of the night, go to roll call, and then go back to your cells. But anyway, it was a very interesting like thingadooey. And now we get to eat breakfast. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay, this was probably made before the prison editor update, because I see some tiles that are pointed the wrong direction. Oh, see, Hamza Brulik says, how do you get these prisons on the PS4? Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you, bud, that's not going to happen. You cannot get these prisons on the PS4. Unfortunately, the Escapists 2 extra prisons only available on the Escapists PC version, and that's because they're tied to the to the Steam Workshop. So I'm sorry to tell you, not gonna happen. And it doesn't look like that's gonna be like a thing in the future. Maybe that is one of the things they're working on, is being able to get custom prisons to other systems, which would be amazing. I just not hoping. I'm not holding out any help for that. not hoping any help for that baby. I am not holding out any hope for that. What I meant to say, and eventually I did say. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but one of those nasty things where this Steam Workshop is amazing, and it works by keeping most of the weight off of the Escapists 2 people. And it makes it so that all they have to really worry about is making sure that there is enough, basically enough things going on that they don't have to worry about providing a server or a lot of other things that you would have to do if you were to basically have a bunch of prisons ready to go for everyone to immediately access. Steam takes care of all that. So it makes it really easy on their end. Is this unfair? It's kind of unfair a little bit. But I do have both my crowbars, and I do have an energy drink. I actually want to see if we can't find another energy drink. Trying to get my escape on. Nope. Okay, that's fair. Let's just get going. Actually, get my energy drink and get going. Alright, so let's see. What's your favorite main game prison, including DLCs, not customs? I'm gonna have to say, I'm really a fan of the Glorious Regime, just because all you need to do to escape that prison is a grappling hook. I love that. But I'm not. It's not the be-all, end-all of prisons by no stretch of the imagination. I also enjoy duct tape and dungeons for the same reason. Okay, so there are guards wandering around here, which is making this a much more tricky proposition than I was hoping for. It's like maybe I could just squeeze my way in through this. Maybe I could just squeeze my way in through this wall right here. That was a bad decision. Oh no, damage has been found. You better go report that slowly. Go report that slowly. I know you're watching me. Oh no, I gotta like hide. Go away. Thank you. Alright. No! Okay, you keep pointed in that direction. Don't look this way. No, you're not supposed to look this way. I was gonna actually, like, literally try to... try and put that over there. No. Now, so I'm basically like hoping the doggos don't find me fast enough. But that's probably not going to be the case. There they are. Doggos, why? Ah, my hubris. Oh well. Hamza says don't read this. Okay, I won't. And so Matt says, wait, really? You only need the grappling hook in the Glorious Regime? Yes. There is a building on the east side of the map. If you have a grappling hook, you can grapple up, walk off the edge, go back down, and just walk your way to freedom. Little Man Boy says, what are you doing, Guru? Breaking walls? Go away. My brother always uses energy drinks, no weapons, just energy drinks. Oh, and apparently Snivy says you can go to the second floor and just go through one wall. Well, that probably would have been a better idea. And have I ever made a gun? If you mean like a stun gun, yeah. But not very often. I think it takes up way too many resources. And like the ever so precious duct tape that I'm always like... I always need more duct tape. So why would I use that building a stun gun? Alright, well I got enough money to immediately buy another crowbar, but I should probably go to rest. You're like, maybe I just observed that. You're probably right. Wait, is that like a... Oh, that's interesting. That's like a third floor. How would what? How? What? How? I don't even know, man. Well, that's been fixed. What I should have done is I should have dropped like the crowbar that had more. Oops. Because that wasn't my cell. When I got told to turn to cell, I was already behind these purple doors. And they're only pointed in this direction. So now I'm literally trapped. Oh well. I guess it's reading chat time. And looking at the map time. Let's see. So this is floor 1. Floor 2, it kind of looks like you just literally walk out as long as you're on the second floor. Which is kind of funny, but how do you get to the second floor is a very good question. Okay, floor 1, you go to this. Alright, so we're on the second floor. What happens if we just grab a red key and start running? We get shot at a lot, but then we just go to the exit, like over here. Is this an exit? I'm kind of curious. Actually, I don't even think we'll get shot at a lot because it looks like these might be indoor tiles compared to the outdoor tiles. Or maybe they're outdoor tiles and these are indoor tiles. These are probably indoor tiles, but hey, we could probably walk in here, not get shot, walk in here, not get shot, and just leave. I don't know. I'm willing to try it, and I managed to survive the lights out. So let's go ahead and try beating up people. Push comes to shove. Oh yeah, so this is a bad place to fight. Yeah, that was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Ow. Ow. Fight me in this tiny room. I dare you. Okay, he did dare me. He did dare. But he didn't exactly have what I needed. Yeah, just beat me up. I'm sorry. Let me get my health back. Hey there, Bonnie. Good to see you. This is an old prison. I can see wall decorations. Yeah, yeah. Like, I think this might be an exit, but I don't think it... I don't know. It looks like it could be, but I don't know if you could perimeter breakout on the second floor. And I'm kind of curious to try. Oops, I didn't see that other officer there. I'm sorry, guys. Just knocked me out. So Mythical Fanboy says, I'm making a horror game. One of the levels is based on Central Perks 2.0. P.S. Do you like doggos? Yes, I do. Doggos are adorable. Alright. Let's get my health back up. Go, yay, health. Realize, okay, there is only one officer in here. Officer Bray, please stop hitting me. Thank you. Not what I needed. Let's go ahead and grab that. Get some rest. I love that they're just going to put him right back in here. And then he's going to see me and be like, why'd you do that? Why'd you attack me? I was just an innocent officer doing my job. Like, I'm sorry, Officer Bray. Uh-oh. Actually, Officer Bray, could you, like, yeah, not look over here? I've actually had pretty good luck with Officer McDermott's before. Keep it tight. Ah. Please no spamming the chat. Stickman Gamer says, congratulations, you got world record for surviving lights out without a pet dummy or a guard uniform. I will say I have a world record for, what is it, versus mode on H.M.P. Orca. I managed to get like the escape at the fastest time you literally could probably get it possible. Oh, the doggos are out. It is roll call. I probably should get a weapon. before doing all the things I've been doing. Matt, I say. Alright, let's actually talk to the person giving roll call. I mean, a lot of people always say, like, the person who gives out roll call has the red key. Which happens a lot of the time, and maybe enough times that I should pay attention to that. Okay, so are you giving roll call, Officer Smurge? Submerger? No. But I'll grab all this. I see you chasing me. Officer McCarthy. Okay, return to cell, but I don't really want to do that. Can you make me do that is a good question. The answer to that question is no. You cannot. I'm running for it. You can't make me do nothing. I'm running for it. Except you have a lockdown on me, so ow. And the doggo's coming for me, so that's a double ow. Doggo, why? I thought we were friends, Doggo. Okay, that happened a little faster than I was hoping for. But it did happen. I know, you guys are probably mad at me for not doing things in the proper order. I just was like, maybe I could not pay attention and still succeed, and that has definitely not been the case. Alright, we'll pay more attention this time around, I promise. Magma Flare says, I just got back onto the stream from my Hearthstone game. See, Guru, trying the most risky plan I've ever seen. Okay, so it was incredibly risky, but I had fun doing it, so I don't know. Who's the winner? I think it's me. It's also probably not a good idea to keep doing that, though, so we'll go back to plan A, which was grab 2 things to go through walls, and then go through those walls when nobody's looking. Let's see, Stickman Gamer says, hey Matt, did you know there's music files for 5-star free time, 5-star exercise time, and so on? They're pretty nice to listen, but sadly they're all unused. No, I did not know that. That sounds awesome. I mean, like, that's one of the cool things I like about the game, is they do change up the music depending on how many stars you have. So, like, it gets a little bit more a little more tense. Alright, so now they're realizing, oh no, a key is missing. What are we going to do? You took the key off me! The doggos grabbed the key. I don't have it anymore. I don't know why you're so woo-woo-wooing about. Matt says you might want to make a pickaxe so you don't tire yourself out. Well, that's probably true. And I really wish I had remembered to just drop the energy items on me, because now they're in the contraband area and they're probably not accessible. Hey, buddy. I see that frown. Turn it upside down. But yes, if you look up the Escapists OST playlist on YouTube, you can find some of the 5-star themes. Nice. Sounds pretty cool. Alright, so checking out the money. We got enough to buy 1 crowbar, which is cool. And actually, I wonder if, like, the damage I did was never repaired. Hello, Officer Surge. Yes, I am a model prisoner. I have not done anything wrong in the last 5 minutes. Hey there, Randy. It is indeed a long time no see. And nice smile, buddy. Alright, so we're going to check into dinner time. We dropped all our stars, which was actually like a nice silver lining there. I'm going to decline the Beat the Bully quests. I really would like to get Delivery driver if I could. There we go. Alright, that's awesome. Okay. Delivery driver is a go. We got everything delivered. Or about to. And then we see if we can't find ourselves what we need to escape. Yeah, let's just grab this. No, it's gone. It's gone already. So what do we need to escape if we're going with the other option? Well, probably want to go through some more desks. Yeah, we need more duct tape. We need a handle. There we go. Let's go ahead and go with that. We need that. Could probably use this. Yeah, we'll be able to do this tomorrow pretty easy. Except I'm not smart. I forgot all of that. I have a silly man. Alright. So plan A is to get smart. Plan B is to finish off what we got going. So Matt asks, why are there so many roll calls to make everything absolutely positively sure the animates are still there? That's true. It's one of those, alright, we gotta count heads, making sure everything's still in order. Is it? Okay, great. Move on with life. Is it not? Lockdown. Snivey's like, we'll be able to do this tomorrow. Yep, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow in game. In game. Alright, roll call again. Now let's go ahead and check this desk. Might as well. That's one of the things I'm very grateful for. This prison doesn't have a lot of metal detectors. So for the most part, I'm pretty, like, okay with that. Yeah, Snivy, I know iron bars, they can go through walls. But my goal is basically to make something that I can go through a couple walls without having to worry about it. So we're going to be looking for timber, we're going to be looking for duct tape. Looking for quests to give me both those things. Okay, so I have enough timber. I just now need enough duct tape, and I also need to make sure that I'm smart enough to make this. We have enough for level 2, or at least a level 1. Yeah, no, a level 2. Almost enough for level 1. Okay, B2 on quest is pretty good. A bandit quest is pretty good. I'm not going to do the same mistake I did last time. I almost wandered in there going, maybe I could just walk in and do this real quick. No, I will get trapped. Okay, so, wet bandit time. He's like, how could you do that? I'm like, I just want to flood this toilet. Stop it. Stop hitting me. I just want to cause a bit of mischief. Have you never been a young lad wanting to cause a bit of mischief, sir? There we go. Mythical Fanboy says, since you're so good at escaping prisons, can you tell me how to do the PE, how to escape PE class? Alright, so, how to escape PE class. First thing, don't escape PE class, because they will find you and catch you. It's like roll call. And Rainy says, Matt, how about you feel about the oh yeah yeah meme? I'm not sure which meme you're talking about. If you're talking about like when, oh, and there's the books I needed, but anyway, we'll go back up for that. If you're talking about like the Kool-Aid man, breaking through wall going, oh yeah, yeah. Or, I don't know, maybe he does something else. I know the Macho Man Randy Savage used to go, oh yeah, when he's talking about snapping into a Slim Jim. I don't think that's the same thing you're talking about. Jack O'Brien says that I need to be stopped. You may be correct, sir. Oh, Stickman. Stickman needs to be stopped. Oh, a mythical fanboy says that you can flush the key in certain situations. I think that used to be a trick you could do, but you can no longer do. At least it doesn't work as well. Snivy says, one time I'm playing The Escapists 2, I flooded the toilet just by pressing the button without putting anything in it. That's actually something I should probably test next time I have one of those flood the toilet jobs, because I don't know if you actually need anything to flood the toilet. I've just been throwing stuff in there assuming that I did. Well, Matt confirms you don't actually need to flush stuff to flood the toilet. If you have the Wet Bandit quest, it will flood the toilet regardless. See? Just as I was saying it, he confirms. Alright, so we're going to not check into job time because that's not a job time, but we are going to go beat this guy down. I'm sorry, Fiefs. You are the last puzzle that I need in my quest to one day rule the prison yard. Come back! And when I mean rule the prison yard, I mean escape. No, don't beat up me. I'm but a poor, humble guru. Shot. Bonnie says, you a cool YouTuber and The Escapists 2. Thanks, Bonnie. I appreciate that. I think I'm one of the only YouTubers that stuck around with this as long as I have, but it is what it is. Let's see. Mythical Fanboy says, if you get a doggo job, you can make the dogs not attack you at lockdown. Yes, that is correct. The doggos will eventually love you so that they don't sniff you for contraband and they won't attack you, which is really nice. Matt says, what can I say? I'm something of a GuruMatt myself. Haha. Not a bad... That's actually pretty funny. That's kind of how I got my name. If you notice on my YouTube channel, I have TheRealGuruMatt as my full YouTube name because GuruMatt's a kind of popular name. It rolls off the tip of the tongue very easily. I was like, well, if I want to... What if one day I was super famous and I was like, okay, now I need to make a Twitter account. What would I call it? TheRealGuruMatt. So that's kind of how I came up with my channel name. See, well, the good thing about 2 times job is that something else and repeat, you can get like 200 a day. Yeah. Dude, like the job times, I have been a proponent of getting job times just for money for a while now. I don't normally do it because usually I'm just focused more on escaping. But if I'm like on a prison and I don't know it very well and I'm just starting out, I'm like, get a job. That's a good starting point. Okay, I need duct tape, not whatever you're selling me, good sir. And that's, I think, all I really need. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for duct tape. Duct tape would be good. Jack O'Brien asks, what's the quick escape you ever did? I was on H.M.P. Orca on a versus mode. And I ran downstairs and in like my first desk, I had the entire escape ready to go. I was like, well, I guess I'm escaping now. And then I did. Alright, we get our first thing going. We get the second level going. And we're almost ready to leave. But we need more duct tape and no one's selling any. So we're looking for quests. Hoping they drop duct tape. And what kind of quests would drop you duct tape? You may ask yourself. Well, that would be a quest that gets you to beat up a bully. The beating up bully quests have you build weapons and then you get the duct tape. Like this quest got me the duct tape. Oh yeah, now it's just finding the duct tape between these few desks. That wasn't it, so we're gonna keep on looking. Duct tape, duct tape. Uh-oh. I gotta quickly get rid of this. Alright, I quickly run out. No, don't find those things. No, Officer Gomez, stop looking. In that, no. So I attacked him Because I needed to make sure he didn't steal my duct tape. Which I actually don't know if there's going to be duct tape in here. Well, that was actually pretty cool. I managed to get him as he was driving around me. But there was duct tape and duct tape from the quest, so... oops. Well, I mean, yeah, I needed to beat him up because I needed that duct tape. Oh, but now I'm getting really chased. Really chased really bad. So, alright, everyone, calm down. Calm down. All of you, calm down a little. Okay, that's all we needed. One thing of duct tape in there. We're good. Matt, like, okay, so yes, on the one hand, you should playtest your prisons. On the other, it might have been the, like, intended prison escape. On the third hand, people are gonna have different skills when they come to making prisons. Maybe it's their first time, maybe they've done it a lot, whatever the case may be. The only time I'm like, please play check your prisons is when it's like, you can't escape. Those are the ones I'm very much like miffed about. Where I'm like, you gotta please play check your prisons. And I've been on a couple of those, or at least the ones that were like, let's put the bookcases behind locked doors. And then make people like grab a key, run inside, hide in a locker, drop the key so that they find the key and the thing gets called off, but you're still locked inside and you gotta then use the bookcase inside there to... It's just not any kinds of fun. Okay. So this is the tricky part though, because I think he specifically placed several guards in here. I gotta try and make it so the pathing of these guards go in a timing that is good for me. And this might be... Okay, like this is the best bet I'm gonna have for a while. I don't see any guards even wandering in this general direction. And it's just outside like the range where it's like easily visible from like, see this guard pathing? Let's go ahead and put this back. My health is good. My energy is good. I should be able to get through here. Coach says, success, I made it in time. Welcome to the stream, Coach. Good to see you around. Alright, we got this. It is roll call, but I don't feel the need to go. Because I just got my perimeter breakout on. Oh yeah, it only took me 2 days. And a couple of failed escapes that I didn't need to fail because I was too impatient. But anyway, we got ourselves free. So this last prison is a type of prison that I love seeing. The Battleship prison. A prison designed to look like a giant ship. It's, I guess, specifically a battleship, so that's pretty cool. And I believe this is Snivy Films made this. After I went to a Battleship IRL, I used some inspiration to make this prison. This old US battleship was going to be made into scrap, but instead made into a prison. Please don't touch the live HE shells. And I think HE stands for high explosives. Alright. Oh, I like the number of prisoners already, which means there's a decent chance for good materials to grab. Yes, high explosive. Basically shells that don't just like hit the enemy, but also explode when they do so. Ooh, that's a cool little setup for prisoners, where everyone's just like bunked together. That's totally what a ship would do. Alright, so I'm looking for an escape, and I'm guessing it's a... Actually, I have no idea. Ivy, tell me what the escape is. Aw, this is cool though. This is cool. Oh, and I like this. This is like the, basically like the guns on the ship, I'm guessing. Oh, that's neat. Alright, so first things... Oh, yeah, it is the guns. Alright. Let's see. Again, the first fleet was the 11 ships that departed from Portsmouth, England on 13th of May, 1787 to found a penal colony that became the first European settlement in Australia. Nice. I will say that the May 12th, not May 13th, but May 12th is my birthday. Okay, so there are red doors. There are cyan doors. Is this an escape? Are there escapes up there? Like, I'm willing to do a key rush for that. If that's the case. I don't know that it is. No, it's not an escape. Okay. So far, I'm not seeing any way to escape. There's one escape. How do you escape? And it is on hard mode, which is unfortunate. Okay, you're gonna need a lot of stuff. You don't tell me these things. It's in the general area. Thank you for saving me. Coat asks, why would someone give them access to the turrets? I think it's as a prison ship, it's where the turrets once were. You notice there's no longer any actual stuff involved. Mythical Fanboy says, Hacko isn't mean, he just wants the code to your live stream. Sorry, Hacko, I don't give that out. Let's see, Snivy says you're going to need 3 different keys, something to go through a wall, and a vent. Okay, so Snivy, when you say 3 different keys, what do you mean? Because there's only 2 keys that I'm really aware of, which is the cyan key and then the red key. So if you mean the yellow key, because that's just a cell door. I don't think you really need yellow as long as you're going through the day. But this is like way more complex than I'm willing to do in a stream towards the end of it. So I'm just gonna gasp at all the cool stuff that you've put on here and then move on with my life. But there's snipers. Yeah, that's executive decision. Enjoy the really cool Battleship map, but we're gonna move on with life. Still, I really love how you set this up, man. So Mythical Fanboy asks, Guru means teacher, right? Well, Snivy films as being the guru. You're absolutely correct. He is teaching me exactly what is entailed on this map. And sorry, Snivy, like, I love the map layout. I love the idea that you have to be really dedicated to escape it, but totally unwilling to do that on stream. It sounds like it would need a difficult, like, just stream on its own. And, yeah. Let's go on and play another map. I may come back to it. I'll just say that map defeated me. Like, you made it so difficult, it was too hard for the guru. We're going to H.M.P Sandgate, which just says, please play. Alright. This does not fill me with joy. There are 4 prisoners and a lot of guards. This may be another map I skip. Which, if I skip your map, it's not because I think it's not fun or that it isn't worthy of being played. I'm just on a timer on a stream, and I don't like playing maps that take me an hour on stream because it's not fun for me. It's not fun for you guys. Whoa! Oh my goodness gracious, that is a lot of lights over there. I think this is the most concentration of lights I have ever seen on a map. Wow. That's kind of impressive. That's not just kind of, that's really impressive. Wow. Yeah, oh my eyes. Okay, so so far this map has been wake you up in the middle of the night, go to roll call, make you go back to bed, wake you up in the middle of the night, go to roll call, go back to bed. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to have to go back to bed. But it is another roll call. Yeah, there's so much light here. It's pretty hilarious. And then there's so many, like, impossible doors to go through. Did he think maybe you could go through them? Alright, alright. Roll call's lasting a very long time. Let's go ahead and not look through that desk. I wasn't doing anything, officer. Save the game. Theodore says I'm late. Ah, well, you made it. Okay, so there is more than just waking up and going to roll call. We're now in exercise time. Although there is so much stuff on here. Like, I'm just going to look around because this is pretty amazing. Like, it takes a lot of time to put all these things together. This is a very interesting path, though. Maybe we're on. I was like, this is probably on hard mode. It is. Oh, never mind. I thought this was a path. It is unfortunately not. It's blocked by doors. Let's see, Stickman Gamer says you can use the lights to create some sort of prison and a radioactive area or something like that. That actually does sound pretty cool. I like the idea. This is really ridiculous though. Not another roll call. I just had 2 of those. You're making me do another. I can't even look at the map properly. Oh well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, let me look, actually, like, zoom out and see, like, what kind of shenanigans is going on here. Okay, escaping shenanigans, not happening. Looks like there's something over here, perhaps? There is like a door with a single... I don't know. I'm gonna go look. It looks promising, whatever it is. But, I mean, obviously the amount of metal detectors you're required to get through is staggering. So I don't know if it's possible to do. But it looks like if you go over here... and over here... Nope, never mind. There's beds in the way. Yeah, this prison is crazy. I mean, I like it. It's pretty cool looking, but... Oh, and see, this is... Alright. That was the last straw. I was like, if I could at least get to the generator, I could shut off the generator and, like, have some period of time where I could move through, do various things. As it stands, like, this is very, very improbable. And or just way too much a hassle to try and do. Oh, that's crazy, though. I mean, I guess, obviously, going through the ground is an option, but trying to walk around and get anything done is just too much of a hassle. Yeah, even a super contraband pouch wouldn't last very long. Take care, beautiful fanboy. Good night to you. Yeah, vents, that's rare. It is rare, but look at all the... Like, see, these are impassable vents. I don't know if he meant them to be impassable, or maybe he's a slot. Maybe you could just go through with 2. But this makes them impassable. You cannot get through the vent systems. Yeah, that's... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting kind of sleepy too, Mythical Fanboy. If we could just get through like a grappling hook and then go nowhere, because the grappling hook couldn't really get us anywhere before we go. and get lost. Yeah, I got locked down on purpose because that's it for me. Oh, the question of where the generator was, I did pass it, but the door was an impassable door. There was just way too many of those on the map. And it's like one of those, do you want people to just have a super hard time? Or do you want to make it fun for them? And that was just like, make it super hard and no fun. So in this latest list of maps that I may or may not actually play, we're going to try the Kingdom of Isolation. Or the Kingdom, as it is also known. Once a castle to a worthy king, but since his death, it's been a castle to a dirty crooks. Kingdom of Isolation. And by the way, there's a king in there. Kingdom. K-I-N-G-D-O-M. Of Isolation. Is like any other prison, although the guards don't react to leaving your cell very kindly. Better sneak, crawl, and hide because you're in for a treat. Okay, so this might be one of those stealth prisons that I've been hearing about. We did play a stealth prison earlier called Stealth Prison, I think, but I cheesed it a little bit by grabbing a uniform and just walking my way to freedom. Snivy says, I plan on doing a recording on the Battleship prison so you can see it to be possible. Yes, that's cool, and I am grateful for that, and did my game just freeze?
I don't know. It might have. My game just froze.
Like, you've been playing too much of the Escapists 2. You need to stop right now. And yeah, my game just froze. Anyway, I guess that is calling for me to call this to a quits. I'm thanking you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to that like button. It really does help me out. If you want to see more, of course, feel free to subscribe. Maybe turn on notifications. It did not crash. It was just slow loading. But I will go ahead and leave. Additional local players, press A to join. Anyway, take care. If you want to see more, like, feel free to let me know down in the description or in the comment down below, like, what kind of stuff you want me to see. If you want me to do one of your prisons, feel free to let me know down there. Or if there's a link in the description to my Discord channel, let me know there. There's a prison postings channel dedicated to people who are like, GuruMatt, play my prison. And I have this giant list that I've been putting them on. And I've been trying to get through that list, which is kind of also why I haven't been like just playing literally every prison that gets to me. It's super difficult or tricky. I kind of give it a little bit of a pass. I'm sorry, guys. It's just I got so many to go through. Anyway, take care. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, good luck escaping.